You know, I just want you to know, those of you who keep writing me and sending me emails regarding James Bevel, the Reverend James Bevel, I'm hoping that this is going to be the last and final time that I have to address my feelings about the crazy actions of James Bevel. First of all, I didn't rape nobody. Okay, I didn't molest any children. I didn't molest my own children. I didn't molest any kids. So I don't know why people will take their hostility out on me as if I'm the one who perpetuated this craziness. That's for James Bevel to deal with, and he has to give an account to God for his actions. I got some crazy emails for people that are defending James Bevel. And like I said before, I am very proud of the work that James Bevel did in the civil rights era. It's very important to black people. It's very important to American history in general. But that ain't what we're talking about here. And y'all can't confuse the two. You know, I can't confuse him molesting his daughter, Aralyn Mills. I can't, there's nothing that you can say to me that would make me change my feelings about Reverend Bevel on this particular issue. He has a vast history of excellent work in the community. And that's why it's such a humiliating, degrading situation to have him go out in a cesspool of filth and shame like this. Again, I ain't raped nobody. So all your hostility should not be geared towards me for pointing out the facts what this pervert did to his children. Unfortunately, it's something that goes on in the black community far too often. And that's something we ain't talking about. What makes a man lay down with his own damn daughter? See, that's the problem. The problem ain't Khadijah, okay? Because I ain't do it. Again, I want you to just listen to this, because I didn't read this to you guys last time, and y'all catch him. In fact, I had somebody call me and say to me, in fact, they tracked me down, called me through my parents, found their numbers, because I'm not listed in the phone book, and actually had the nerve to tell my parents that they don't appreciate me making these comments about James Bevel, speaking about people by name, Deborah Grace or whatever I said. My point is, if you ain't her, then why would you be offended? If you don't know me, then apparently I don't know you, or vice versa. If you call me on the phone and you don't recognize my voice, or you don't recognize, because I called you back. Now, I ain't that kind of punk chick. I called you back because I want to know what the hell your problem is. And you had the nerve to say some answer to me, and I don't mean to be disrespectful to you, sister, but you the only Deborah Grace that James Bevel knows. I mean, the man got 16 damn kids and about 9 different women. He been getting a whole lot of twat some places, and you think out of all the pussy he done got, it's only one person that he got pussy from whose name is Deborah Grace. I just can't, I can't fathom that logic, you know. So, you know, in saying that, I'm saying to myself, this person must really be a Reverend Bevel fan. If he did something to you and you don't want to talk about it, and you want to know, you know, why I'm discussing it, you have a universal name, Deborah Grace. I'm sure you're not the only person in the United States with that name. I'm sure every Deborah Grace now that is in the United States can basically call me and ask me, am I talking about them? Well, if they ain't never had sex with Reverend Bevel, if Reverend Bevel never tried to fuck them, then you should have no problem with what I'm saying. If Reverend Bevel tried to fuck you and your name is Deborah Grace, then it's probably for you. But if you don't know me, then it's not the conversation that I shared with the Deborah Grace that I know. Okay? So we should get that perfectly clear. And I don't mean to be disrespectful to you, but when y'all start defending rapists And saying, I really don't give a damn what you think at that point, because I am here to stand up and advocate for children and people who can't advocate or fight for themselves. And that's a comment, and I have every right as a free and thinking human being to say what the hell I want to say about Reverend Bevel, Deborah Grace, or whoever the hell else is involved with this. Okay, because it affected me, because I have a lot of respect and had a lot of respect for Reverend Bevel, and when I heard this, it really pissed me off. It pissed me off because I'm tired of people raping children. I'm sick and tired, and you want to know why we have a society full of angry, hurt, disorientated, acting out children? Because the adults that are supposed to be giving them some kind of leadership and some kind of guidance are so corrupt their damn selves that they are ruining these people for any relationship that they may possibly be in. Because anytime you get screwed by your own daddy, or your daddy come to you trying to get something from you, it's going to hurt your mind. So all you men out there, some of y'all that took offense to what I'm saying, if you're fucking your daughters, you need to stop, okay? Because if somebody, if it was up to me, and I knew and I could implement punishment to you, I would have your ass castrated. Just so you know. We won't make no mistakes about that. We will punish you with death or punish you with castration. I don't understand what other logic, because like I said, I don't understand what other position you could take, ask me to take a stand for. I'm a parent, okay? And this is humiliating for me. So instead of y'all being mad at me, again, you go and get the facts. What I didn't read to you last time was that in so much as Arian Mills said that her father molested her again in Leesburg, Virginia when she was 15 years old, she would have to be the one to press charges. Okay, so because of, she put a wiretap on herself. Okay, the FBI in fact flagged her. She wrote her mom a letter and said, "Dad molested me," and put it up under the pillow. And the mom said, "You spelled the word molest wrong." I mean, I don't know what that means. Is that your only comment? You knew your husband was a rapist. You never did anything. Sister, I don't know if that's the case, but if it is, you need help as well. I do know that when she had the wiretap on, when she called her pop, she said, "So, what you are saying is that all of your sexual interactions with me were scientific processes?" Bevel: "Yes, ma'am." "There were more admissions." Arlen: "I mean, what was the motivation behind you, having sex with me and then, rushing me up to go to douche? What was the motivation behind that?" Here go Bevel again. "Because I had no interest in getting you pregnant." Okay. If you have no interest in getting her pregnant, must mean your penis entered her vagina, and you must ejaculated, and you must have expected that a baby could come behind that, which would have been an aberration, probably birth defected or anything, so you got made the girl douche. Okay? The civil rights activists' own words were enough to convict him. After the trial, Arlen cried. She said, "The hardest part is that I love my father. I wish he had loved me as much as I loved him." And this is such a sad ending to such a brilliant beginning of a brilliant man. Okay? His brother, Reverend Bevel's brother, had some suspicions, and he knew the man that got 16 kids with 8 or 9 different women, and know he's in the house with some other little kids that are his, and he began to get concerned for them because he had some suspicions about what was going on. The girl used to laugh and smile all the time. All of a sudden she became subdued and laid back, and they began to do, he called Reverend Bevel's first wife. They began to do some kind of investigation, got all the kids together, and started finding out that he had done a whole bunch of them. Okay, so it wasn't just Arlen that was molested by Mr. Bevel. Okay, I don't know. I mean, there was more, and I'm sickened by this. So don't